Hey guys, I'm Davey and I'm here with Peter Pounder. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
So obviously you're a twink,
Yes.
right? You're skinny, you're hairless, you're blonde-ish, light brown. But I think most people would be surprised to learn that you're a twink that likes to top. Does that surprise people?
Usually they think because like I'm a twink, they think I bottom, right? And I do have really nice ass, but people think I only bottom. I'm like, no, I top.
Can we do like a cutaway to like the ass? So Peter, how did you discover that you liked being dominant, that you enjoy that?
When I first started having sex, it was kind of like just the role I took at first. I started just kind of controlling the situation, and then domination kind of came next. I don't know if there's any like psychological reasons as to why I prefer like to be in power, but
yeah, let's get into it. What was your childhood like?
I had
Tell
good
us about your parents.
good parents,
Because I think society would look at you and say like, this is what you ought to be, like this twink, like submissive thing. But you've really kind of like bucked the trend. So when you get with guys, how does that? Do you have to have like a conversation about that?
Well, if I previously talked to them like through an app or like a dating profile or something, then they already kind of know. But if not, then I guess I have to like bring it up in conversation. Unless it's like what they like to do, what I like to do.
Hi, my name's Davey.
I'm Peter. I like to top.
So by the way, today's video is sponsored by AdamMail.com. Have you ever shopped in Adam Mail?
No, I haven't.
Based on this conversation, I feel like you like it. They have all sorts of sex toys. They have lube, they have masturbators, they have dildos and butt plugs. They have all BDSM equipment. And if you use discount code WAVEY, W-A-V-E-Y, then you can get up to 50% off any one item and free shipping on orders of $20 or more in the US. You can go to adammail.com/wavy. Has your desire to be dominant expressed itself as like through BDSM or like tying people up or?
Well, starting to, yeah. So like there's this club in Toronto called Oasis, and they have like a dungeon room. There's different themes and different nights. But in that room, the people who know what they're doing, I've kind of like watched, or they've kind of like shown me what to do, right? Or how to use a paddle, like how to properly like whip someone. So I'm getting more into it.
So obviously you do porn.
Yes.
Well, you star in porn.
Yes.
And
I'm in the films.
When you work with directors, are they like, if you're like, okay, like I like topping, I'm more dominant, do they put you in that role, or do they often like want you to bottom?
It depends. I mean, I guess the first few times I was approached, it was more so they were asking about bottoming. So that's when I learned that, okay, apparently they think I'm this role. So I had to like tell them. And now I find sometimes I'm kind of not self-defensive, but I'll be like, by the way, I only top. And they're like, oh, it doesn't matter what position, we just like your look. So some studios, it doesn't even matter to them.
And so then they don't make you bottom, you get to do what you want to do.
Nobody can make me bottom.
They don't yeah.
Yeah, they don't be like, we can't hire you if you only top.
How does the audience respond to you being dominant? Because it's not necessarily what they would expect.
It's mixed reviews. Especially because before, like, I did some bottoming, so people were like, back to bottoming only, or like, your ass should be the main star of the show. But obviously now it's not the main star of the show.
Have you found like an audience that really appreciates you being like a dominant top twink?
Yes, there's been actually a few. One person wrote a blog the other day about it, how like they liked how in my Mormon stuff, on Mormon boys, I do a lot of topping with daddies. Yeah, the first time I topped anyone was this kind of like not super, kind of like a gorilla-ish guy, daddy. And then other than that, there was like a muscly jock. And like after that was the first impression I gave off of my first work was topping actually. So I developed like a little group right there of like fans.
I mean, you're flipping the script on what like we generally see. And I think like traditionally I've been very much into, okay, if it's a teacher and a student, the teacher needs to fuck the student. But then actually it makes it a lot more interesting if the student fucks the teacher. Because like we've seen the teacher fuck the student. It's time for the student to get his.
That's funny because the scene I just did actually was like the 4 students fuck the teacher. So it's the opposite.
So we're filming a bunch of videos this week here in Toronto. What are you most excited about filming? And you get to be dominant in the videos.
I guess it would be the like self-healing one, because it's like I've read and heard about people talking about breathing like into your balls and like up to your chest or like whatever, that kind of stuff, and the pelvic floor. So this is gonna be cool to like learn more about it. Hands-on experience.
I mean, it seems a little hippy-dippy, right? Like it seems a little new age, but it's done in a way that's like actually really cool and useful for people, which I appreciate. I'm most excited about your pup play video because you're gonna learn how to be like a master. Like you're gonna have a pup.
Yeah.
for like young queer people, that's like an entry point to BDSM. It's really popular, so that's gonna be fun to.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one because I've made people like act like an animal before, so.
What am I doing wrong with my sex life? Like, that's very interesting.
I'm just very open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm apparently very vanilla. So I think something I really enjoy about Himrose TV is that it encourages people to like color outside the lines, to have sex outside the lines, to flip the scripts, to try things that are like unexpected or new or different. And I think you being a twink top like embodies that. Like, you're living your truth. You know, the world told you to do one thing and you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, because if you're not genuine, like putting on a mask all the time, that's just a lot of acting.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be genuine. It's easier to be myself.
So I'm excited to work with you this week, and of course, you guys, if you're interested to see the stuff that we are going to film, make sure you go to hemorrhose.tv, and also make sure you check out adamail.com/wavy so you can get a sex toy to enjoy at home with the special people in your life. Peter, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks so much for watching, and as always, more to come.